Hey, Georgie boy, ABC, y'all better watch y'all mouth. In Trump America, we keeping all y'all media people in line. Let's get it.
Breaking news into CNN, ABC News anchor George Stephanopoulos has reached a settlement with President-elect Donald Trump in his defamation suit. The lawsuit stemming from an interview that Stephanopoulos did with Congresswoman Nancy Mace, where he asserted Trump was found liable for rape in a civil case. The network will pay out $16 million as part of that settlement and have to issue an apology. CNN chief media analyst Brian Stelter joining me. And Brian, this is actually a lawsuit with ABC News, the network, and Stephanopoulos. What else can you tell us about this?
That's right. It's not every day that you hear about a major network, a TV network, paying millions of dollars and apologizing to the president-elect. So this is a headline with real ramifications. And as you said, it stems from an episode of George Stephanopoulos' Sunday morning news program where he was talking with a lawmaker, I think it was Nancy Mace, and they were talking about the E. Jean Carroll case. And George Stephanopoulos repeatedly used the word rape, saying Trump.
You know what? Let's find that video. I never saw it, but it's good. That's why I love. That's why I said I don't want all the media to go away. They just keep you informed on what's happening, and then you go see what it was. So let's go see what he said to get pimp slapped. Pimp hand. Trump had to put up his pimp hand and put him down, man. All right.
Congressman, thanks for joining us this morning. And you've endorsed Donald Trump for president. Judges and two separate juries have found him liable for rape and for defaming the victim of that rape. How do you square your endorsement of Donald Trump with the testimony we just saw?
Well, I will tell you, I was raped at the age of 16. And any rape victim will tell you, I've lived for 30 years with an incredible amount of shame over being raped. I didn't come forward because of that judgment and shame that I felt. And it's a shame that you will never feel, George. And I'm not going to sit here on your show and be asked a question meant to shame me about another potential rape victim. I'm not going to do that.
It's actually not about shaming you. It's a question about Donald Trump.
No, you are shaming me.
You've endorsed Donald Trump for president.
Right.
Donald Trump has been found liable for rape by a jury. Donald Trump has been found liable for defaming the victim of that rape by a jury.
Liable
it's been affirmed by a judge.
It was not a criminal court case, number one. Number two, I live with shame. And you're asking me a question about my political choices, trying to shame me as a rape victim, and I find it disgusting. And quite frankly, E. Jean Carroll's comments when she did get the judgment, joking about what she was going to buy, it makes it harder for women to come forward when they make a mockery out of rape, when they joke about it.
Doesn't it make it harder for women to come forward when they are defamed by
It makes it harder when other women
candidates?
joke about it, and she's joked about it. I find it offensive. And I also find it offensive that you're trying to shame me with this question.
I'm not trying to shame
you
you
are.
at all. In fact,
I have dealt with this for 30 years. You know how hard it was to tell my story 5 years ago when they were
combative too. He's being combative and he's going after her like, yo, as a our victim, how could you support a guy who is liable for the R word? 15 million, because that's not what happened. You can't just say things and don't think it have consequences. Trump 2024, in the new world order, we're going to keep all these whack jobs, I like to call them whack jobs, in line. Don't think you could say whatever you want to say. Just like Senny Holson, she had to do her legal note. We let her know, hey, we're not playing with you. Watch your mouth. Let's go back to CNN. Oh, yeah. So, we all
was found guilty of rape, liable of rape. Well, in fact, the accurate phrase to use is sexual abuse. That is what the New York court found. But because Stephanopoulos kept using that R word, rape, Trump filed a lawsuit. He filed a defamation suit. We've talked a lot in recent years about people using the courts trying to seek justice. Remember the Sandy Hook case against Alex Jones? Well, those defamation kinds of cases can also be filed by someone like the president-elect. So Trump filed a defamation suit. It was working its way through the courts. ABC was unable to get it thrown out initially. And actually, in the next few days, Trump was set to be deposed in the case. But ABC is avoiding going any further by settling. They're paying out $15 million plus $1 million in attorney's fees. They say this is going to go to a nonprofit, basically to Trump's future library. That's the idea. But maybe most importantly, Jessica, ABC is also apologizing, issuing a statement of regret. I'm just looking at my computer to get the exact wording here, but ABC is going to say,
All the liberals going to be like,
basically,
why? You know why? They all going to start tripping because it sets a precedent. Ooh-wee. And I love that word because let me tell you something. After you learn about the law as much as you could, trust me, when one person does something or win a case, it sets the bar where it could be used as what's the word they use, man? As reference. I'll just use the word reference because I know it's a different word. As reference to another case like Roe v. Wade. That's a reference to a case that was back in the day, so they could use that as a thing. You know what I'm saying? So trust me when I tell you, they better watch their mouth because guess what happened too? Remember, over the time that he was doing his campaigning, they said a whole lot of different things too. You know what? I'm going to go take a deep dive one of them days on my lunch break or something, and I'm going to go through and try to find all the crazy things, the defaming things they said about him, which is not true. And I'm going to make a compilation. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy that that's why I always wonder, why are they allowed to say some things that is not true? It's wild. Hey, so here's another one. I'm hyped up right now. In your face. Later.